I, the girl who sang to dreams lyra, always chose the high cliffs for singing. The wind there didn't steal her voice, it carried it, threading her notes into the sky like thin silver banners. She stood at the edge now, boots dusted with glowing moss, her breath spilling out as a trembling melody. The night around her vibrated as if listening. Beneath her, curled in a cradle of stone, lay the creature she sang for. An alien dragon, a being of legend, a storm god's cousin, a vessel of ancient fire. Its body was scaled in plates of muted star blue, each scale bigger than Lyra's palm. Horns spread like dark branches. Its breath shook the earth, but the creature slept lightly, trapped in perpetual unrest. The villagers whispered that this dragon was cursed, locked in eternal nightmares after surviving a great war, and that waking it would mean death. But Lyra had seen the tremble in its claws, the way its tail spasmed in fear. Whatever stories the world told, she felt the creature's weariness, its loneliness, so she sang. Her voice slipped through the night with the softness of rain on old stone. The dragon's breathing steadied, the tremors eased, the air warmed. Around her, she watched its eyelids flutter. Peaceful for the first time in the countless nights she'd climbed here. "You're not a monster," she whispered. "Just tired." Above her unseen, two golden eyes watched from the shadows. I. The monarch in the dark high on the ridge, the dragon monarch watched the girl. His body shimmered with faint luminescence, an aura only his kind could produce. He did not breathe normally. The air obeyed him. The rocks beneath his claws felt the pulse of his grief. The old scar that had never healed. His lost child. His daughter. The one stolen when she was barely walking. Taken by raiders who knew dragons valued their children beyond any gold. He had searched until the stars themselves seemed to tire of him. Entire nations quaked under his morning storms. But no trace had ever been found, only a scattering of human settlements in the distance, where no great dragon dared tread. That was years ago. Yet the moment her song reached him tonight, something ancient snapped awake inside him, not memory. Recognition. He watched her hair dark, with a streak of pale silver, the color of moonlit scales. He heard her voice soft, but steady, strangely resonant, with the frequencies only dragons used in trills and hums. She sang like kin, the monarch's heart. The same heart that once tore mountains seeking her, beat with a painful, wild hope. Could it be? After all these broken and bitter years, he leaned closer, unseen, terrified that moving would break the spell, and she would vanish like all the other hopes he'd chased below. The dragon slept peacefully, because of her, because her voice was threaded with dragon heart resonance. Just like his, I. The girl with no beginning, Lyra, didn't know who she was. She remembered nothing from before age 6, only awakening in a burned-out settlement. The smell of smoke, a kind old woman pulling her from rubble. She remembered the burn marks on her arms that didn't hurt, glowing faintly for months afterward. She remembered nightmares of wings, of fire, of falling through clouds. The villagers thought she was delusional, trauma, they said. But she felt something else, something missing, like a melody that never finished. That was why she climbed the cliffs. Something called her, a hum beneath the stone, heartbeat she couldn't name. When she sang to the dragon sleeping in the cradle of rocks, she felt complete, as if she were returning to a home she didn't remember, but deeply knew. Tonight, as her last note drifted off, she sighed and sat down beside the sleeping giant. Her fingers brushed the dragon's scale near its snout. Warm, comforting. "You're always calmer when I'm here," she murmured. "I wish someone had done the same for me." She didn't know the monarch above heard her words like knives. A tremor in the sky, sudden tremble ran through the dragon's body. Its wings twitched. Smoke curled from its nostrils. Lyra gasped and stumbled back. The beast began to stir. "No, please." She rushed forward instinctively, grabbing its snout the way she had seen healers soothe frightened animals. "It's okay. I'm here. Breathe with me," she matched. Her breath to its rhythm. In, out, slow, fluid. A sound like thunder softened to a whisper. The creature relaxed again. The monarch felt shivers rip through his huge form. She had calmed a nightmare dragon something, even his royal blood struggled to do. The resonance in her voice wasn't just dragon-like, it was royal, there could be no doubt. He stepped out from the shadows. The first meeting Lyra heard. The stone cracked behind her. She turned. A massive figure stood there, larger than any creature she had ever seen. Wings folded like mountains of shadow, scales shimmering with the deep gold blue of dusk, eyes burning like suns behind storm clouds. The dragon monarch. Her breath deserted her. Her heartbeat tried to flee through her ribs. She fell backward, landing on her hands. The sleeping dragon beneath her gave a soft groan at her sudden movement. I didn't mean, she stammered. I never hurt him. Please don't. The monarch lowered his head. His voice, when it came, was deep, ancient. Gentle like a warm tremor moving through the bones of the world. You soothe him, he said. No healer, no mystic, no kin has managed that in a century. Lyra swallowed, trembling. Suffering, the monarch's eyes softened. And you sang to him. Lyra nodded shakily. The monarch approached with care, each step deliberate. Like a god trying not to crush a blooming flower. I have watched you climb these cliffs for many nights, he said. At first, I believed you a reckless human girl. But your voice, your aura, your essence... He exhaled sharply, and a scatter of embers lit the air around him. Tell me, child, what is your name? Oh, Rabbi, the word rolling with a strange familiarity like the first word of a forgotten lullaby. Who raised you? An elderly woman. She found me alone. I don't remember anything before that. Do you know your bloodline? Lyra shook her head. The monarch's wings tightened with grief. You truly remember nothing. He lowered himself closer until his vast golden eye was level with her. Then allow me to ask one more question. Something only my kind would understand. He hummed a deep, resonant frequency that only dragon hearts could hear. And Lyra felt it. Not with her ears, with her bones. A trembling warmth rose inside, her unexpected, instinctive. She hummed back before her mind could question it. A perfect match. The monarch, coiled as if struck by divine lightning. It is you. Lyra blinked, confused. Me? The monarch bowed his enormous head. My daughter. VI. Blood of two-world silence. Flooded the cliff, thick as winter fog. Lyra felt her breath collapse. Her legs buckled, and she sank to the mossy rock. WH. What? She whispered. The monarch's voice quivered, sound that felt impossible coming from something so vast. So powerful, you were stolen from me, he said. Taken during a war raid. I searched the stars for you, erased nations in my grief. And yet, you were here, on my world, hidden among humans. Lyra shook her head slowly, as if trying to dislodge the words from her ears. I can't be, I'm human. I don't have wings or scales or... But you have resonance, he said gently, and a dormant core. You are a hybrid born of dragon and human blood, a rare miracle, but my mother. The monarch's wings dimmed in sorrow. Lost. She died protecting you. Lyra felt a crack inside her heart, something deep, old, long waiting to break. All her life, she had felt. Apart, wrong-shaped, too sensitive to sound. Too drawn to fire, too quick to heal, too quick to burn. The villagers had whispered about her strangeness now. As the missing piece fell into place, she hugged her arms, shivering. If I'm yours, why didn't I remember? Because the trauma sealed it away, the monarch whispered. Your body protected you by forgetting, but your soul never did. It called you back here. It drew you to him. He gestured gently to the sleeping dragon. Lyra turned toward the creature whose nightmares she had soothed. Suddenly she saw more than a beast. She saw kin, cousin of sorts. Someone who shared the same ancient flame that flickered in her bones. Her eyes stung. Tears slipped free. I don't know how to be what you say I am. You already are, the monarch said. Your song proves it. He lowered his massive head, bowing in reverence. I have waited longer than dawn waits for its first color. Right. To hear your voice again. 7. Between two heartbeats, the cliff felt too small for her emotions. Lyra pressed her palms to the ground, grounding herself. What happens now? She whispered. The monarch's eyes glowed softly. Whatever you choose. If you wish to return to your human village, I will not stop you. If you wish to learn your dragon heritage, I will teach you. If you want both worlds, I will burn a path wide enough for two realms to walk side by side. A strange laugh bubbled from Lyra, half sob, half wonder. You'd burn a path for you? His voice trembled. I would move stars. Sleeping dragon stirred again, but this time, instead of trembling, it opened one eye serene. It looked at Lyra with recognition, as if acknowledging her blood. She stepped forward and placed her hand against its snout. The creature hummed, and something inside her hummed back an ancient echo, alive and welcoming. She turned to the monarch. I don't know how to be your daughter yet, she said softly, but I want to try. The monarch's wings unfolded like dawn breaking for the first time in 1,000 years. Then, said voice shaking with joy, come home. The first flight he lowered one massive wing, creating a ramp. Lyra climbed carefully, her fingers brushing scales that glowed under her touch. She settled against the warm ridge between his neck and should.